He's the editor of the iconic Tughlak. He's an Indic ideologue, and we are very, very privileged to have him with us this evening to talk about this momentous occasion. Mr. Gurumurthy, the Prime Minister, has said the Ram temple's rise heralds the moment that the decolonization of Indian minds has begun. Now, can you explain what this means to our viewers, this pivot to Bharat? What does it mean?
See, decolonization was an effort which was started by the freedom movement of India. The freedom movement was rooted in certain values, which was articulated by different patriotic nationalist leaders. Foremost among them have been Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi. I would put it as two persons who had disagreements, but they had no fundamental disagreements. They had political disagreements. So both of them agreed on the character of India, the people of India, the purpose of India, the very goal of India in the Committee of Nations. On that, there was no difference between them. Mahatma Gandhi said, Ramaraja is Swarajya. You know, it is a very profound statement. He said, if Ramaraja is not the purpose of Swarajya, he felt it would be only a change of government. He said, replacing the foreign rule by an indigenous rule is not freedom. So, he focused on Ramarajya and he focused on Rama. You know, he was a person who understood the purpose of India, the purpose of Bharat, and the soul of Bharat. That is why he zeroed in on Rama as his idol, and he said Rama is not divisive, but he is a unifier. In fact, when many people said, when he spoke about Rama, that the Muslims would not accept it, he said no. Rama is beyond all divisions, and he represents the highest values of human race. And so he held on to Rama. And he not only held on to Rama, he died with the name Rama on his lips. In this, there were explicit Congress symbolism like Ramarajya, and then Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. You know, these were all emotive ideas which connected the ordinary Indian to the idea of freedom, to Bharat. This is what was driving the freedom movement till at least 1937-38. And when Jinnah wanted Pakistan as separate from the rest of India, which he called was Hindu, the idea was to run away from anything that could be called Hindu. Because if you talked about something which could be regarded as Hindu, you would be justifying partition. And so, except Mahatma Gandhi, almost the other leaders, particularly Jawaharlal Nehru, dropped the very idea of Hindu. Even though in the discovery of India, he endorsed Swami Vivekananda's concept of Hindu nationalism itself,
yes,
as something which is not against anyone. So, the demand for partition denationalized the Congress leadership mind. The Rama Janmabhoomi restored all this. The Rama Janmabhoomi movement restored Rama, Ramarajya, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. All this came back into Indian polity. Because of Rama Janmabhoomi movement, there was suspended nationalism for almost 50 years in India, after Jinnah raised the revolt of partition. So, the idea of what we call as India, which very much drove the freedom movement, got suspended for 5-6 decades, and it was restored by the Rama Janmabhoomi movement. Otherwise, even Vande Mataram was regarded as something unacceptable.
I was coming to that, sir. Yes.
Vande Mataram was unacceptable. The idea of Ramraj was, of course, regarded as almost communal in the post-independence period. The Rama Janmabhoomi acted as a corrective to this distortion in national polity.
Mr. Gurumurthy, you've seen that movement very close. You participated in that movement, and in the last interview you referred to how this was an emotional moment for you. It's touching you in your heart. Now, some regretfully are saying, especially on the left, and I don't know if you've been reading the editorials this morning, very predictably, that what was consecrated today was Hinduism as a political religion. Should this worry us?
You see, it is only because Hinduism is regarded as a religion. Hinduism was a parliament of religions. There are people who believe in idol worship. There are people who do not believe in idol worship. The Arya Samajis who do not believe in idol worship are also Hindus. And in the Hindu darshanas, out of the 6 darshanas, Shat darshanas, 3 of them do not believe in Ishvara. They believe only in Atman. Hinduism is in eternal search of truth, according to each person's understanding of truth, though the reality is ultimate. I don't think it is in a sense a defined religion like Abrahamic religions are, which have a master, which have a book, which has a way, and which says any other way is unacceptable. That is why thousands of years India lived in peace. And if you look at Ramal's site, the site which he built over 33 years, power kills. Till the 13th century, there was no killing in India. Only an instance of war he mentions was Ashoka's Kalinga war. Why there was no killing in India? When the whole world was killing each other in the name of whether your God is correct or my God is correct. This is because we never defined religion in terms of a specific God, though we had millions of gods. So, misunderstanding Hinduism as a religion is the first wrong thing secular India did, which even Mahatma Gandhi never accepted it. Jawaharlal Nehru in 1935, as I told you, in the Glimpses of World History, if I remember right, at page 702, he accepted Swami Vivekananda's concept of Hindu nationalism as something which is not against anybody. Because the Hindu is not in contradistinction to somebody. The Hindu is all inclusive. It accepted idol worshippers. It accepted people who do not believe in idol worship. It accepted people who believe in Karma Kanda, and it also accepted people who may not have believed in Karma Kanda. That is why even for Buddhists, even for Jains, the idea of Rama was important. Even for them, they had their own versions of Ramayana.
Even in the Guru Granth Sahib, Ram's name is taken with reverence.
2,400 times Ram's name is mentioned.